Hey, Viking fans, I got a little fun exercise today in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World, and on Instagram, MN Sports Podcast. Let's go. Let's go, Vikings. I'm ready. Let's turn this ship around. Let's turn the ship around. Why not? That's to tell you to Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms by Hulk smashing the like button. And do me a favor, hit subscribe on your phone. Go down and choose to turn on the notifications. That is ringing the bell. Let's go. Skull Vikings. I got, quick, what we're going to talk about is, I said, let's do it for Bud. That is my thumbnail. Let's do it for Bud. The reason I say that because he passed away this year and I do not want to remember his memory. Think about his memory. Oh, that was the year we went 2-15, or we started out 0-8 and we ended up whatever 5-12. I don't want that to be my memory of the year of his passing. I felt it in my soul when we were at the Bucks game. I chose a Bucks game. It is going, in memory of Bud. They had the nostalgia jerseys on. They had the Bud patch on. It hurt my soul to see us lose when we were honoring the great Bud Grant. And I'm not afraid to say it. I shed a tear or two. I'm out driving and I'm listening to the radio, and it's NFL.com or whatever the radio they call a radio station, and he passes away, and I had to stop my car. It was a bad day, and then to actually be there to honor his passing and to see us lose the way we did, not the way I want to remember Bud Grant. So but I'm not going to talk all about that. But I know for a fact that Bud Grant didn't think about what the next year's draft picks would be, what the offseason draft picks would be, why he was coaching in the season. I don't want to coach that thinks that. I don't think Kevin O'Connell is thinking about, oh, right now, hey, let's see let's watch Saturday's games to see who's out there. I think that's why they got the scouting team. They got the scouts to do that. They got the talent evaluators doing that. That's why, you know, Scott Studwell existed for so many years. That was his job. Our coaches aren't thinking about that. Kwesi right now is like, okay, getting reports, but we're trying to win every game right now. And I think that's the right thing for coaches to think. Sure, when it comes to making business decisions at the trade deadline, yes, you have to do those. But the coach isn't going to then all of a sudden stop coaching his team to do as best he can. And the players aren't going to stop trying to put good tape on the field. So that's realistic. That's 100% realistic. But let's go back in. I haven't perused this. I'm pulling up the Vikings draft history. I'm going to go look at the draft and point out where we were in the top 10 in drafting and how we did. How did we do? And I'm going to pull that up. But before I do, I'm going to add the fact that I'm running a contest. Just put hashtag skull in the comments below, or any comment will qualify you for one entry into getting Justin Jefferson autographed jersey. Just hashtag skull, or any comment. Tell me what you think of our score predictions this week on the Panthers game. Anything you want. And all you have to do to win is to be subscribed to my channel, Purple and Gold for Days, and GG Sports Podcast. I'm going to leave that at the bottom, and we'll talk about that. So one entry, all you have to do is put hashtag skull in the comments, and all you have to do is just comment anything. I appreciate it. And that's what, and so moving on from that, I'm going to keep this below. Subscribe to Purple and Gold for Days, GG Sports Podcast. Let's go. Helping out my friends grow their channel. That's what it was all about when we first got started, is helping each other out. And that's what we're doing. All right. I am going to pull up our history of the draft. Why am I talking about draft in the middle of the season like that? Well, we're talking about what we will get, what's available, how have the Vikings handled drafts after bad seasons. And I hadn't even I honest to God do not have this memory of like I used to, so I couldn't really tell you what they were, but I think it's always fun to find out at the same time I do. And let's talk about that. Jordan Addison, great. And we picked him 23rd overall. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I don't even want to talk about last year. Let's move on from the year before. Okay. 2021, pick 23, round 1, Christian Darrisaw. Pretty good. All right. 2020, Justin Jefferson, pick 22. Looking good. Late first round. Oh geez, that was a big draft. So 2019, pick 18, Garrett Bradbury. Not so happy about that, but hey, it looks like he's going to play this week. He was full participation in practice. 2018, really low. Mike Hughes didn't work out with us. Pick 30 overall. But we did get Brian O'Neill in the second round. Pretty awesome. Oh, God, there's Daniel Carlson. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Let me grow that up a little bit. Okay. Oh, Daniel Carlson. 2017, second round, Dalvin Cook. Second round, 41st overall. So there's talent to be had. Later, you don't always have to be a high pick. 2016. Oh, I wanted to call him Mega Quan. Round 1, pick 23. Wasn't much better. This is probably one of our worst drafts. Oh God, let's go. Let's talk about this. Treadwell, Mackenzie Alexander, Willie Beavers, Kentrell Brothers, Maurice Bowringer. I think that 6th round, David Morgan, Stephen Weatherly, Jerome Curse. The best player in that draft was probably Jerome Curse, and he was our 7th round pick, 244 overall. That was terrible. Trey Waynes, round 1, pick 11. Probably not a top 11 pick, but pretty solid corner. And we got Eric Kendricks, round 2, pick 45. Daniil Hunter, round 3, pick 88. Oh, and then TJ Clemens. Don't talk to me about TJ Clemens and our just awful existence of guards. But Stephon Diggs in the 5th round. Holy crap. That was a pretty solid draft, I think. 2015. But hey, we were close to the top 10. 2014, how did our team do to get us there? We were 7-9. We were 7-9, and we drafted, and we ended up 11-5 and made the playoffs in 2015. So a pretty ho hum record, right? I think that was my first. Yeah, that was my first season. That was Adrian Peterson getting suspended, and then we go win 7 games. The next year, we turn around, go to the playoffs, and that was our draft class. What a hell of a draft class. 2014, Anthony Barr in the 1st round. Not bad. I wouldn't call him top 10 talent. Teddy Bridgewater, round 1, pick 32, we thought was our long-term solution at quarterback. Didn't work out that well. Anthony Barr, we could have had Aaron Donald that year. We were picking 9. What did we do the year before for a record? We were 5-10 and 1. 5-10 and 1. All right. So we had a bad season. 5-10 and 1. We bring in a new coach, and our draft was Anthony Barr, Teddy Bridgewater, Scott Crichton, Jerick McKinnon, David Yankee. That's a great name. Another guard. Antoine Exum, Oh my God, this not a good draft. Jerick McKinnon and Teddy Bridgewater and Anthony Barr, below average draft if you want to think about it, right? Aaron Donald would have made that probably a B plus draft, but no, we got Anthony Barr. He was a solid Viking for a while. All right, 2013, Sharif Floyd. Oh, this was the draft, man. Okay, pick round one, pick 23, Sharif Floyd. Still says he bleeds purple, by the way, which is crazy, considering how how it went medically with him. Xavier Rhodes, pretty awesome. He was solid for a while, right? He was really top of the game for a while. All roads closed, right? Cordero Patterson, round one, pick 29. This was the draft, man. This was the draft, but then you go look at the rest of it. Hodge, Luck, a punter, Jeff Baca, Michael Mauti, Travis Bond, Everett Dawkins. Three guys here. This is Bustville, right? We got one guy that we played. Cordero Patterson misused beyond belief. Xavier Rhodes was the guy, and he didn't last a long time for us. You want a guy to last 10 years, right? If you're picking that high, or you're picking, if you're your cornerback, your number one cornerback. But we were coming off 2012. We were coming off a 10-6, 3-13, no, 12-6 record, or 3-13. So 2012 season, a 10-6 record, and we went and got 3 first round picks. Every year's different, man. That's crazy. All right. 2012, Matt Khalil, round one, pick 4, undisputed best tackle in the class. Harrison Smith, round one, pick 29. Jarius Wright was okay. Red Ellison's dad, whatever, complaining about us. Greg Childs, that hurt. Robert Blanton, Blair Walsh, yeah, the rest is history. Adi Cole, preseason phenom, right? That didn't work out. But hey, Matt Khalil, Harrison Smith, again, another draft with Harrison Smith. That's it. That's it. What happens? How do we feel? How are we this, a little above average every year, and we're drafting like that? 2011, Christian Ponder, pick 12. What were we in 2010? We were 6-10. We went 6-10, drafted Christian Ponder, 12th overall. We got Kyle Rudolph, Christian Ballard, Brandon Burton, DeMarcus Love, that Brandon Fusco. So our keys of that draft were Kyle Rudolph and Brandon Fusco. All right, Christian Ponder. Memories. All right. 2010, Chris Cook. I'm going to move through these a little faster. Pick 34 in the round 2. No first round pick. We got 2009, Percy Harvin, pick 22. We got 2008, Tyrell Johnson, John David Booty. 2007, Adrian Peterson, pick 7 overall. Is the first time we can say, holy crap, we got it in the first. I don't know if it was the first time ever, but wow, we hit the jackpot. We go 8-8. Another season where we don't start him the first 2 games of the season, but he plays a lot. We were 6-10 the year before. 6-10 the year before we took Adrian Peterson, and we were picking the top 10. Chad Greenway, 2006. Round 1, pick 7, Troy Williamson. What were we in 2004? 8-8. 8-8, and we were picking 7 overall, and we got Troy Williamson. 2004, round 1, Kenichi Udeze, pick 20 overall. Dontarius Thomas, linebacker Auburn. Darren Scott. Oh my God, I don't even want to look. Moldy Moore. Oh my God, that draft. 2003, Kevin Williams, Ring of Honor, pick 9. 2002, we were 6-10. 6-10 with that pick. We picked top 10. Kevin Williams. We were actually probably supposed to pick 7th. EJ Henderson, good pick. We didn't out. The rest of the draft, ho hum. Nate Burleson was okay, decent. Give it a C plus, B minus. But Kevin Williams might make it a B. 2002, Bryant McKinney. We were 5-11 the year before. We hit on Bryant McKinney. Man. I want to go back to look at the worst record we ever had in modern history, and that was 1984, 3-13, the Les Steckel year. 2000. So 1984. What did we draft in 1985? Let's go down to 1985 and see what 3 wins got us. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. 1985, Chris Dolman. Nice. I don't know if you know the history. Les Steckel is synonymous with hey, what was the worst season you ever saw? Oh, Les Steckel. Luckily, we drafted Chris Dolman the next year. But we don't remember we drafted Chris Dolman. Oh, that was the year after Les Steckel. We just remember Les Steckel. But hey, we hit that one. That's just a taste of what drafts have been like for the Vikings. We shouldn't count on that. Some of the best drafts we had, we picked late. I know we want to get a quarterback. We have a couple of times we've drafted quarterbacks. It didn't work out. Doesn't mean we should stop trying, but we shouldn't bank on it. There's a lot of these seasons we were 7, 8, 9 wins. The next year we made the playoffs. We built around the core that we had. There's many different ways of doing it, but hey, Bud Grant, let's win it for him. Make sure you hit subscribe. Purple and Gold for Days, GG Sports Podcast. I'm giving away this jersey when I reach 3,000 subs. As long as you're subscribed to my channel, Purple and Gold for Days, GG Sports Podcast. Let's go. Skull Vikings. Cue the music.